Welcome in, Jake West, Director, Team FY and Sports, joined by Caleb Tallman, Brack Martin, and Caleb English. Brandon Stevens is on his way walking over here. This is the Western North Carolina Pre Game Show. We're going to be highlighting all Smoky Mountain Conference in the area. Caleb and Brack, you guys go ahead and start with Hayesville versus Swain and give us what you expect from that one. And English will go to you, and then we'll come back here to me and Brandon Stevens, and we'll let y'all know what's going on between Robbinsville and Murphy.
All right.
Yeah, Swain looks like they're fired up. They're ready to play. They're going to run that option, that veer they've been running for years. It'd be if Hayesville can contain that quarterback, keep him, short yardage situations. I think they got a good shot.
Yeah, I really think going on what Brad said is Hayesville's got to find a way to limit the big play. Swain seems to struggle to sustain drives, but the big play has been their friend this year. When they're busting that 99-yard run they had last week, or a 30-yard pass, or a 40-yard run, but they're almost similar to Hayesville in some ways. They struggle to sustain long drives. So if Hayesville can limit the big play, I think they have a chance to stay in this one. And then offensively, Hayesville's offense moves the ball when they don't have penalties and turnovers. So if I had 3 keys to the game for Hayesville, it's limit the big play defensively, and then offensively just don't hurt yourself. Don't turn the ball over, and don't give stupid holding calls and stuff.
What's your? I know you're broadcasting this game, but what do you expect? How does Hayesville? I mean, they're the bottom of the barrel in the Smoky Mountain Conference thus far this year. How did they turn the corner and get up on Swain? How did they compete in this game?
I think they've got the home field, which helps. I expect there to be a good crowd there, as it is all over the West North Carolina area tonight. I mean, it's just a gorgeous night for football, and I think for Hayesville, it is just quarter one, find a way to stay in it. Quarter two, find a way to stay in it. And then I think, if you get to the second half and Hayesville feels like they have a chance, the 1 or 2 close games they've played in this year in the second half, they've done really well in. It's just a matter of, don't get down super big early. They got down super big early at Murphy, had some really crucial turnovers and penalties, and they were out of the game before the second quarter started. So just if you find a way to stay in it, I really think the Yellow Jackets will hang tough and, make it a 4-quarter game. And have a chance to win at the end. I mean, really, you have to think about it. If they have a chance to win it at the end, and you told me Hazel's offense had to score or Swain's offense had to score, I'd probably pick Hazel's offense. It's a little more explosive, but I think they may struggle to find themselves in it late if they can't control the ball.
Caleb English, you're in Andrews for the Cherokee Andrews game. I believe it's homecoming over there. What's the atmosphere like in Andrews right now? The Wildcats got to be fired up. I'm sure there's a large crowd there.
Yeah, it's good and loud over here. I had to mute my mic a while ago when the home team came out. But very excited atmosphere. It's a nice, cool night over here in Andrews. Very excited to see how Cherokee's run defense matches up with Andrews' run offense. Should be a good matchup.
Any surprises, anything we should watch out for in Andrews? I know Don Bradley's going to be starting for Cherokee at quarterback, and he's as exciting as anybody to watch. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun game to call for you for sure.
He is, man. I got to watch him last year at Murphy, and he is a very talented dual threat quarterback. He can run, he can throw. I would expect the passing yard stats to be on Cherokee's side for sure. But with this Andrews defense, he's going to have a tough challenge tonight. This should be a really good game for both teams. I'm very excited to watch it.
Yeah, it should be a really good game. And let's move over, Brandon Stevens. I want to ask you, what are your thoughts? Not to be a homer, but what are your thoughts about Murphy? I think they're they're heavily favored in this one, more so than the past, 6 or 8 Robbinsville Murphy matchups.
Well, a couple things to consider. Look at the size. Murphy outsizes Robbinsville. That's about the way they have 2-game winning streak in the conference. They're 5-2. They've really, even though Hayesville is full blowouts, but still they were able to exercise their bandwidth a bit, able to grow, exercise with other people. Hunter Stolpen had a great coming out week, 178 yards and 7 carries. So really, the offense is looking very good. But the big key is defense. You can't even stop Cage Williams. If Tyler Adams comes in and stop that. Can you put some pressure on Gross this evening? If you do that, you can have a really good night, and then this could be really big for Murphy. Otherwise, man, it's the spirit of Robbinsville Black Knights. They're going to throw everything they possibly can. They're on a 2-game losing streak. They need a conference win. They're going to play Swain in they'll play some good games coming up in the next little while. They need that momentum to go through the next week. So look for that. But yeah, probably this evening, not just like I said, being a homer for the Murphy Bulldogs, this is going to be a favorite Murphy football game. But just seeing how well they do, because they're going to need some momentum to get into playing and Swain. Whatever it is, it's over there at Memorial Stadium. You got to have the mojo to go into that place, because it's just a good little place to go into. So got to win big here tonight over the Robbinsville Black Knights. But the win for either team is going to be much more than just having bragging rights that I beat Robbinsville or I beat Murphy. It's going to be a lot to carry you through for the next few weeks. But kind of key on how you execute to just getting in and striking early and not making mistakes. Last week, Murphy and Hayesville littered as we saw. Caleb and I saw lots and lots of big-time penalties in the beginning, which really stopped momentum for the team. So you can't do that in the early points. But otherwise, if Kellen can throw well, that's a dangerous little package. They don't look on the pass, but the run game, you see Ryland Smith back out like we did last week. Some other guys in the front line, it'll be big. But yeah, this one kind of favors the Murphy Bulldogs.
What does Robbinsville have to do, even with the injuries that they have? What is it competitive? I think they're actually going to be missing more than just Cutler and a few that we.
Well, the question, and you hear fans right behind us on the other side just saying, is Cutler going to play? We heard that he's not. His parents are not going to let him. He doesn't want to. He's going to. He's not. Either if he doesn't play or if he does play, either way, Robbinsville's got to simulate some speed and get around. Probably we're going to see some nice little screen bubble passes, bubble screens going out to get some speed in the backfield. They're not a large, long passing team, but that's probably going to be one of the things. Probably I would have to say, if I guessed, you're going to have to probably get the pass game to get the run game going in this case.
Yeah, I would agree. Jason Groski, I think, definitely have to step up for it. He's a senior quarterback. He's going to have to play like a senior quarterback. Caleb and Pratt, you've seen you saw Murphy play last week, and you watched Robbinsville last year. Obviously, it's a different team. But any thoughts you have on any of the games around the area, even if it's Andrews and Cherokee?
Yeah, I mean, I think I've got Cherokee favored. I really think that it'll depend if Andrews can control the ball, avoid turnovers. I think the big thing for Andrews is, you and I talked about it on the show this week, Jake. Andrews has got to find a way to move the ball through the air a couple times a game. Once or twice per quarter. And I think they got to get a little more creative. We've seen lots of bubble screens and deep balls. You talked about it. There's been nothing over the middle. There's been, their offense has become predictable. And why their offense, even in predictable levels, still pretty strong. They really need to find a way just, to catch Cherokee off guard. Keep them honest. If you can keep them honest, then you can let Austin Martin and you can let Isaac Weaver do what they do best. You don't want them consistently running against 9 and 10 man boxes.
I think I have to tend to agree with you, Caleb, because number one, Andrews has a really good quarterback, but we haven't seen them air it out quite as much. They like to run it right up the gut, and that plays right into the hands of the Cherokee defense. If you do that and you don't do it successfully, Cherokee will eat you alive.
Yeah, that's true. Cherokee, I don't know where their line. They didn't have this line that they
right.
It just came out of nowhere, and they're bullying people around. Anybody have any closing thoughts as we end the Western North Carolina pregame show?
Just a great night for football, guys. I did have one question for you and Brandon Stevens, Jake. Is you guys have been there pregame? Is there any injury update on Irvinsville? I can tell you right now, Hayesville and Swain both look to be fairly healthy. It doesn't appear like Jake McTaggart's going to play tonight. He's not dressed out, and so I just didn't know if you guys had any update with Robbinsville. and knowing that they had a lot of injuries and such coming into the week besides Cutler.
No, haven't just from looking, standing on the sidelines, still not clear if Cutler's going to play. Still not clear if any of those guys are going to play. Haven't seen anybody in street clothes. I'm sure there's people that I'm missing that could be in street clothes that just haven't been down here yet. But not really any update from my side.
I'll see if we can get something real quick in the 30 or 40 seconds before we leave.
But also, hey, the one game we didn't mention, Jake, is, and it could be, even though we don't have a ton of coverage out there tonight, we'll get what we can. Smoky Mountain at Franklin is shaping up to be a really good game, and a game that really could be a battle for third place in the conference, or if you're Smoky Mountain, you win that game, you still have a chance to win conference. You got any thoughts on that Franklin-Smoky Mountain game, Jake?
No, I think it could go either way. Whichever team's going to play clean football is going to win that game. I mean, we saw, obviously it's a different Cherokee team, but Smoky Mountain ran it up on Cherokee earlier in the year. But I don't know. Franklin's a lot different than Cherokee in their own right. So I'm not sure what my pick would be just pregame on that one. I think it's a one-score ball game for sure.
So real quick, my source that says no Cutler tonight.
That's big.
Obviously that's really going to help the Bulldogs. And as you can see behind us, something the Bulldogs haven't done a lot in recent years, the all black, the blackout night, the Black Knights. So obviously they're fired up. But the Black Knights, I still don't think this is a foregone conclusion. There's still some juice over there on the sidelines for them. So stay with us. We'll give you updates on Facebook, Twitter, and obviously English and Caleb and Brack. You guys will be live on FlineTV.com with your games. And Brandon Stevens will keep you updated on what's going on here in Murphy as the Black Knights take on the Bulldogs. So anything else, Caleb and Brack?
I'll just remind the folks that at post game as well, we will be doing our West North Carolina post game show, and so. Obviously our two games are live here in Hayesville and over in Andrews, but, it'll also be good to get some information from y'all. We'll let you guys have some extended time post-game, and hopefully it'll be a good game over there in Cherokee County.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Tune in at halftime. Go listen to Caleb English and hear what he has to say. Him and Brian, I think, will be on the call in Andrews. That should be a really good one, and who knows, maybe Hayesville can put up a good fight, play 4 quarters of football against Swain County. That would definitely be a nice upset. So we'll let you go, and we'll be back for the post-game show.
At Circuit World, we offer a wide selection of major appliances, name brands like Whirlpool, LG, Frigidaire, and more. Looking for furniture? Come by and browse our showroom or check out the Endless Aisle, a touchscreen kiosk with thousands of options. Need electronics, gaming computers, laptops, desktops, tablets? We have it all. OLED or QLED, 4K or high def. We have the selection to get you the TV of your dreams. And don't forget, at Circuit World, your credit is always good. So ask about our convenient payment options and 120 days, same as cash. Come see us today at one of our 5 area locations.
Hey girl, back so soon?
Yeah.
3rd time this morning.
Feeling too familiar with the bathroom these days? It's not just you.
Hey girl, look who made it 15 minutes.
At Erlanger Urology, we make it easy to talk about overactive bladder and treatments that work.
Hey girl, you not coming in?
No, I'm good.
Well, okay. I'll be here, because I'm stuck.
Learn more at itsnotjustyou.com. Erlanger Urology.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.